Time to test a change. So as I've posted recently, I'm starting to spray these trays, even the older larva trays, to get them hydrated instead of using water gel crystals, just from a time and also a resource perspective, because the water crystals cost money, water is cheaper, and I can do this faster, which means I can scale up and produce more mealworms. The problem though is that I would need something for the beetles, because I'm not going to spray the beetles, because what will happen is this. If I choose to spray this tray, the eggs that are in here could potentially be damaged. And I just don't want to run that risk. I also want to be able to get these guys just hydration. They don't eat a lot. And so I don't want to force them to eat more than they want to by giving them, by spraying and getting this wet and then having them eat it. So I need something to replace the water gel crystals. And I started playing with Agar, A-G-A-R. So this is the first batch. So it's basically a sheet of Jello. So these are the water gel crystals. Nice and gooey, right? Squishy. Pretty standard insect water gel crystal. And this is the Agar. And so I already took a little piece of it out because I fed it to this tray of beetles just to see what would happen. And so far, it's doing well. I used it very similar to the water gel crystals, just kind of putting pieces of it on top. The smaller pieces have started to go down into the substrate, which is interesting. Similar to the water gel crystals, I think, but much faster than what I would have expected. And so if we go take a look at these guys, you can see that right here is that Agar, and they're just eating underneath it, burying underneath it, having a blast. But it seems to be going well so far, so no major issues. But this is literally the first application. We're only a few hours in, and so my plan is to take this sheet, cut it up into sections, and then add those sections into the beetle trays. Now I'm not going to do all the beetle trays all at once. I'm probably just going to pick one stack, give it to them, make sure there's no issues. I'm not expecting any, but just in case something happens. I always try to think worst case scenario when I make a change. Let's pretend for a second that I made this wrong, or something's contaminated or bad or wrong or whatever, and that whole stack dies. I've got other stacks there, and I'm not really hurt by that. It wouldn't be good, but it wouldn't be a total loss of the current beetle population. So I'll keep you guys posted. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. But this could be a good replacement for the water gel crystals.